Hi guys, I'm Nick, and you're watching The Happy Hoot, and this is another video where I will be talking something about Germany and myself. You guys write a lot of emails to me and a lot of Instagram messages, and I know that I'm not able to reply to each Instagram message because I don't have Instagram installed on my phone, and I rarely install on my phone to really check the DMs because I think social media attention or obsession in that way is bad, and I realized it long ago, and I often keep Instagram off my phone, but that's another topic. And I try to reply to your emails as much as I can, but as you guys know, some of you must have written to me and must be still waiting for the answers. I can understand. I really apologize. So what I now decided to solve this problem is that I should read my emails and Instagram messages, and I should categorize them in one category and try to answer you, so that if you watch my videos and if you're subscribed to my channel, you must be, if you're writing me emails and if you follow me on Instagram, maybe you can get the answer this way, and then I don't have to reply to 20 people, but just make a video and they can watch, and maybe others might be benefited from it too. I was scrolling through my emails and messages on Instagram, and one thing that I found that has been frequently asked from me is people judging me for me being Indian, or people judging me because of my Indian behavior or because of my culture, or had I ever experienced a kind of prejudice amongst people who are like mainly Germans, and have I ever felt uncomfortable with it, and have I ever faced a situation where I had a bad time being an Indian and I regretted coming to Germany. So I would like to answer this in different steps. Firstly, stereotypes are everywhere. So before coming to Germany, I had a very strong stereotype against Germans, that I thought Germans are cold people. They don't really make friends with you. They don't care about you. They don't talk to you, and they don't really like you if you are if you were going to their country. I mean, sounds pretty stupid, but I still had such stereotypes before coming to Germany, and which I must say luckily did not turn out to be true. So by far for my staying in Germany, I have never ever once experienced any one of this stereotype to be true. Never. So coming back to being from India or being an Indian stereotype, I'm sure people in Germany must have some stereotypes, which I can already count on my fingers would be one. We are not punctual, which is to a very good extent true. We are not very well known for our punctuality trait. Second, we are hardworking, which we are. Indeed, we are really hardworking people, which is again true, which is even a good stereotype about us. Third, we have caste system, and we still believe in caste system, which I would say it's incorrect, because we had caste system for certain reasons, and now it's illegal in India, and now the people also don't follow it. We like curry. Yes, we like curry. We do like curry. We love curry. And like so it's tiny and different stereotypes. Now comes, is it appropriate to judge somebody from a country because you have a stereotype against that country? I would say yes. You cannot judge one person because you know somebody else from that country is of that kind. So you cannot have this prejudice. You can, but it's not good to have this prejudice because person A is from that country and did this to me. Person B, which is you, would also do the same because you're from the same country. I would say you cannot even judge or compare two siblings from the same parents, grown up in the same environment in the very same way. People are different. You have different behaviors. So coming back to the very question that had I experienced somewhere where people have judged me because I am from India and I am Indian or I follow Indian culture, I would say I never had a feeling that they're judging me, because I cannot tell you what they are feeling inside, but I can definitely tell you that I never felt a difference they treating me compared to a German. If I'm going to university and there is a professor who's talking to two different students, one is me and the other is German, the professor would treat me the same way way like the other person. Now you would say, okay, you were lucky that you went to a university. How about going in a bus? I spoke about it earlier in my previous videos. Yes, maybe in the bus people looked at me, but then I realized I was also looking at people because I was surprised and astonished how different eye color they have, how different skin tones they have, how people have freckles, how different hair tone they have. And they did the same to me. And I'm not telling you this because I'm assuming that the people were looking at me because I'm different, but because I was told by the Germans that usually if you are different looking, like you have thick black hair, you have dark brown eyes, you have skin tone which is different than us, you are being looked at. Half of the people don't even care where are you from, because I could be from Pakistan, I could be from Bangladesh, I could be from Nepal, I could be from Afghanistan as well. I personally by far haven't experienced where I really felt awkward, where people are judging me because they got to know I'm an Indian. Of course, there have been incidents where I went to our university canteen, which is Mensa. I went with dal rice and they were extremely spiced. And the moment I opened the tiffin box, it was smelling strange. So people were looking at me and they were like, oh, what is she eating? But that's also absolutely normal. That would happen if a German would come now to a dhaba and would open a schnitzel with ramsose and pommes next to it. I would look at the person and would be like, hey, what is that? It smells really strange and I don't know what you're really trying to eat here with us. So there have been though incidents where people were surprised and they were like, what is she doing? But what I perceived in those moments is they were more or less like surprised and not judging me for doing something different than them. I would be equally surprised if they would eat schnitzel in an Indian dhaba, and so were they. There have been also incidents where Germans discussed with me about Indians not being punctual, and I must say I am not ashamed of that. It's like, yes, we are not too punctual. It's not a good thing. Yes, it's not our best trait. We have our own time. If you tell we are coming in 5 minutes, probably we will arrive in 15 minutes. And then we all laughed. I know it's not a good trait to be late and to take somebody's time for granted. I myself feel bad and I myself try to inculcate this habit in me that I should be punctual. And I wish that all of us should do that because time is really important. But I think instead of this German group judging me or other people for not being punctual, they were like too surprised to know that how can you not be punctual? How difficult it is to be on time when it is said that you have to be at 5 there and you come at like 6:30 or something. It was just something that they cannot understand and grasp because they have been taught this since their childhood, that punctuality is really a good thing and you should be on time, and if you are not on time, it's something that is probably not a nice trait. But in all this experience, I have never felt uncomfortable, awkward, being judged in a way that I felt that I think I should leave this place, and I really regret coming to this country because people are strange. They judge me for even tiny things. I think half of the time when we think that people are judging us, they are not judging us. They are like just surprised to see something new that they haven't seen. Just like if I would open a tiffin box of dal rice with spices in it and it smells, it's new for them. That's why they're surprised. What are you eating? It smells strong. For some it might even smell bad, and so what? To me schnitzel smells bad. I don't like it, but I'm not judging them because they're eating schnitzel somewhere. So to all the people who have written that I'm scared coming to Germany, I don't know how will I be treated. Will people judge me for that? I follow a different culture. I am just used to wearing a salwar kurta all the time. I'm not used to short dresses. I would tell you guys, don't be scared. Just be who you are. People are often surprised and startled when they see something that they haven't, and they are just curious to know what you're doing. There are indeed people who are or who would make you feel uncomfortable and awkward, but they are everywhere. They would be in India too. They are in Germany. They would be in America. They would be everywhere. But majority of the people are nice, and they are just as surprised as you seeing them drink beer in breakfast like they seeing you eating extremely spicy dal. So if you're planning to come to Germany or go to any other country for study or work or whatever, just try to be yourself and enjoy the rest of your stay. Just feel free to write me on any medium. Stay happy, stay blessed, and Much love.